For me, I think the only thing that holds them back is the manager, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think we've got the players. I think we need a bolder manager.
yeah.
I think he's a bit too cautious.
I mean, I look at Gareth, no disrespect, and I've said this before, he didn't play for a top 4 club, but got 60 caps for England.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Gareth. I think he was a very solid player, but he wasn't better than the players that were in the squad. Gary Pallister, myself included, and whatever. But he ended up getting 60 caps because he toes the line. He does a very good job, and he's a steady Eddie, and that's why he's got the England job.
Yeah.
But you need more than that
Yeah.
to go on and win a major tournament. You need to have that cutting edge.
They got the best manager for it. I'd like to think so. To Belgium in 18, they should have done better. Lost to Italy in the final, should never have lost to Italy in the final.
Yeah.
Lost to France. If Harry Kane scores that second penalty, England win the game.
Yeah.
There's too many excuses, and you can't keep doing that. And you get we had the so-called golden generation. They never won anything, but we don't want that to happen with this generation. We've got so many good players, and you've got the hardest trophy to win is the first one.
I think tactically, he's a little bit behind a lot of the other coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got that boldness to make a change in a game at a crucial time. I think he's a little bit too safety conscious. I think there's been 2 times where, obviously, the semi-final against Croatia where we went 1-up, and then the final against Italy almost looked like we sat back.
Come on to us. Yeah.
And just invited pressure and tried to hang on to a 1-0 win, but you scored in the 3rd minute. You can't. Nobody does that.
They've got to get that winning mentality. They've got to win the first one, and then I think everything will snowball beyond.
The way that the England are playing now, right, with Kane, we don't have a focal point. If he plays up front, he drops too deep, and we don't have a focal point.
Yeah.
And when you've got the likes of Jude Bellingham there, who's got that ability, he's proven that at the highest level now, to get into the box and score goals, we need somebody to actually stay up there. So for a team's point of view, right, would it be better to start with somebody like Ollie Watkins, who right now in the Premier League since last year, he's only second to Erling Haaland in terms of his goals, and he stays up against the last man. So if we've got the likes of Bellingham and Foden in midfield who can make those runs, that's better for us.
My philosophy, if I was England manager, would be to outscore the opposition.
100%.
Because we've got the players, in terms of the attacking talent, we've got a phenomenal amount of attacking talent, not just in the team, but in the squad as well. Someone like Jarrod Bowen, Jack Grealish probably ain't going to start, but you've got, we've got £100 million
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer's in my team, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I would have Declan Rice. I've got the back 4, Declan Rice holding on his own. Dec can do that job. And then I would then have Saka, Foden, Bellingham, Cole Palmer. I'm not sure where I'm playing them all. And then Harry Kane.
Just let him go.
Just go and play.
Yeah.
Go and play.
Yeah.
So I would have the structure of, because see, football's changed now. Football's changed, and particularly the fullback role's changed. So when you pick that team, the 2 players that are going to stay obviously will be Maguire. He's going to stay. Stonesy roams around anyway, and then you've got Dec who can sort of drop into the centre half position if John Stones goes forward. So you've got three players there down the centre of the pitch that can hold. Cole Walker is. I don't think people appreciate how good he is. He's a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
And you talk about world class. At the moment, he's a world class fullback, in my opinion. He's probably the best in the world in that position. Right back, bomb on. Left back, Luke Shaw, bomb on. So you've got your 3 holding in the middle. Everyone else just charge forward, go and score your goals.
Yeah.
You just go out and play. They're footballers. You can't coach and teach people like Bellingham, Foden, Palmer. You can't coach them to do things. You can't play. Go and create. You got world class goal scorer. We've got 4 or 5 world class players in our team. And you need that. I mean, any team that's going to win the Euros or the World Cup, you have to have 2 to 3 world class players. We've probably got 4 or 5.
I know people are saying for Gareth it's win or that's not good enough. I mean, the simple fact is Gareth has been the most successful England manager, including Sir Alf Ramsey. When I'm talking, okay, Sir Alf Ramsey won the World Cup in '66, but in terms of games won, and everybody can say, well, Gareth's got the players he has, but so did Capella, so did Venables, and they still haven't done better than what Gareth's done.
Yeah.
But I think this comes from the fact that we should have won the Euros, in my opinion, at Wembley against Italy. We should have won the Euros. And what put Gareth under pressure is, I think Gareth, took a gamble of going to penalties and hoped that would work. But when you look at the bench and you look at the players that you've got on the bench that could potentially change the game, that's the likes of Mourinho, that's the likes of Alex Ferguson. You know, I remember when Man United won the league and we were playing them at Old Trafford. I mean, Alex Ferguson, he wasn't happy with the draw. They won it in the 92nd minute. Steve Bruce scored 2 goals, 92nd, 93rd minute. He changed the team. He was very positive, and that's what you've got to be at that level. You've got to, you know, it's not shit or bust, but it's almost being brave, you know, to go and win the tournament.
Yeah, would I call it a golden generation? I probably would. Manager-wise, and we spoke to a lot of guests, haven't we? And the manager keeps coming up as maybe the sticking point for getting England over the line in terms of the way he plays. Is it his last comp? Could be. Will he be a bit more gung-ho or a bit more relaxed? Maybe. But yeah, I've got to go for England to win it.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. There's some strong teams. Obviously, Germany will fancy their chances being at home. You've got France. We've got some fantastic players for France. Spain, maybe. Portugal. They've got fantastic squads.
Yeah.
And will Belgium ever live up to their potential? Don't seem to do it on the international stage. So, yeah, there is some tough teams. And England has got to be in at least the semi-finals. I've saw already they're planning their semi-final match against France, so they're already there apparently, guys. But yeah, so you know, that just goes along with being an England fan and being confident and expecting to get to those latter stages of the tournament. It's pretty much a formality. So yeah, I guess
the parade's already in the diary, I think.
Matt,
Well, I'm not English, but I am confident England will win this competition.
is it coming home?
It's coming, well, sort of home over the bridge. So it'll be close enough.
Through the
Yeah.
Bridge is free now as well.
Well, I think it will be England's time. I think their squad. I mean, you just need to get the right combination on that field, attacking wise, and you're going to win it. You're going to win that competition.
There's no shoulds in international competition. You know, you look at the World Cup, everybody was fancying Brazil to win the World Cup. Look at the teams who went out there. There's no shoulds in international football.
Into the fact that when Gareth plays, obviously he was a defender, so he's got more of a natural cautious mindset to maybe try and shut up shop. Whereas, you know, like you say, some of the other managers, they go for bust, or they're able to make those tactical things. Like maybe the best one at the moment doing is Pep Guardiola.
I don't see as him being a defender that makes any difference to the way that he plays. But he probably, if you look at Gareth, and that's why, if we're being honest, that's why he got the job in the first place, a safe pair of hands.
It's no good English goalie, is there? To be honest, not very good. Any of them. Ramsdale, not a great presence. Pope, not a great presence.
Pickford's a bit of a hothead. Got a mistake or two on him.
Jordan, if I was a centre half, he'd be up against the wall because he'd just get on my fucking nerves. You know what I mean? Because
Does well for England. He's never really put a foot wrong, to be fair to him.
he's done nothing wrong, but he won't win you many games. The goalie has got to win you
Points.
games. I find it hard to watch Evan at times when Jordan's playing because he puts me on edge and I'm not even fucking playing. I don't mind people who cost you games if they win your games, and I don't mind people making mistakes as long as it's not the same mistake. A sign of a good one is you make it once, maximum twice, and then you never make that mistake again.